Hello and welcome to the audio commentary for Malden Players' version of Bouncers. I'm Edward Rotten Paving Slab Frizzelle. Joining me is...
Hi, I'm Zep Wonderful Woofer Tocco.
Hi, I'm Mark, Party of 5 Sheppard. It's a good show.
Great stuff, we're all here. Well, I say we're all here. We're missing STJ.
There he is.
It's the Jaff.
Yes.
This is the start.
This is it. We've got Frankie Goes to Hollywood playing as we come in. That was like one of the first things I really wanted.
Yeah, I'm looking good.
Phenomenal.
Me.
He was stealing peanuts, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, which apparently the audience member didn't enjoy.
The what?
Like gave him a really evil look. He's taking my peanuts.
Yeah, like they're going to start a fight though. When you look like that.
Yeah. I like during that moment when you bang the door, you can hear the woman at the front jump.
It genuinely scared a lot of people to start with.
Yeah.
But it scared me. She's fit.
It's my hairdresser.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Cut my hair. Zep, you really liked turning off the light, didn't you?
Yeah.
Every time.
Really protested it for some reason.
Try to get out of it so many times.
Why did you like doing it? I don't understand.
It just wasn't necessary to have to go and turn the light off.
Someone had to.
Yeah, I suppose.
Did you also enjoy delivering the speech after wrecking your voice in the morning?
No!
Oh yeah!
I screamed far, far too loud.
It was quite funny actually listening to you struggle. I was genuinely like, is this going to be for the whole performance? It's ruined it already.
You can still hear it before the interval. It's still on the edge.
No, it did get... I mean, after this, when we went behind the curtain, I think I had a drink, didn't I?
Oh, perhaps, yeah. Because, we've got the music video coming up, which I like to think we piloted with the Panto Cinderella.
Oh yeah,
for
the
this.
projector and this.
Indeed.
It's,
And the video seemed to go down well. It was a fun shoot.
It was good. It was a good couple of days.
It was, although I was stressing out.
You were stressing
Earlier
out,
on,
but then you
yeah.
were a bit of a crybaby.
Yeah,
So. No. In fairness, it was a bit of a. It was a rocky start, but once we got going, it went really well, didn't it?
I'd just come back from a school trip,
Yeah.
and it was like the next day, let's do this, and I hadn't prepared anything.
It was mainly just because the batteries weren't charged, was it?
I think that
was
ultimately that was it.
What the straw broke the camel's back. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh no.
I thought the girls looked great, and I still swear you can see camel toe on what's the name there?
Well, we'll leave that for the audience to guess for themselves because then we don't name anyone. Okay. You mean Lauren?
No, not Lauren.
Sophie?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Sophie. Okay.
I swear she did. Yeah.
It's not
But,
just
yeah,
my
I
sister. I
thought-
don't really care.
I thought the girls looked great, especially that last one.
Hey, is that my sister?
No, it was Nick.
That got a good laugh on the night, Nick's. Well, whenever anyone watched it, actually.
Yeah.
Popping up
Because it's very unexpected, which was the whole point, wasn't it?
But the thing is, I got so used to seeing this video after we cut it together that it was just normal to me.
Yeah, oh yeah,
popping up at
absolutely,
those
isn't
points. It wasn't as if it was a weird thing.
I don't think it was ever shock value.
Yeah.
It's fine. Sep's dance is perhaps more for shock value.
Yeah.
The bits outside where we're in front of the camera, I could not believe how knackered I was.
Oh yeah.
Well, these bits
Yeah,
when you're
do those
chasing.
bits. I have to go down and back up again and follow the camera. And,
Do you know what though? Having not seen this for a little while and watching it again, I'm just totally appreciating how good it actually is.
It came out. Yeah.
It really is good. I know that's tooting our own horns and all that, but
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately we were like improvising.
yeah, just made the whole thing up really on the day, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, I mean it was a great video.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare it to some of the other ones online, which are spotty at best.
Upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a whole completely different take, really, isn't it? I mean, most people just do it on the stage, and just to do it this way.
I wish I could do the Running Man. I'll have to get Claire to teach me how to do it.
Okay. Except you didn't really know many of the lines, to be honest, in fairness, did you?
There is a little bit here where I'm a little bit silent.
Yeah, we missed that
Have
bit.
we missed it already? All right.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was just... most of these bits where you're actually singing are the only bits where you were singing.
I didn't realise I had to learn all the words.
We had to use CGI to manipulate your mouth to match the words.
I quite like these little bits at the end as well, just
Yeah.
little bits to me, so not too much.
It was really sunny that day as well, wasn't
Really
it?
bright,
really
it was
warm.
nice.
Yeah.
Up the audience like that.
I like to think that was a standing ovation, even though it's blackout, you can't see it.
And there wasn't, but you know.
I noticed this watching this earlier on today. There's a really prolonged shot of me smiling vacantly.
There, just there.
Stupid.
Well, it's because I never, you're just frozen until you're
this
on it.
bit.
Like, what are you doing?
But you've been like
You
that.
cut this together.
You've already been like that for a full minute though.
Yeah.
No, it's a good bit.
This bit.
Although, yeah, obviously the only slight thing with it is obviously they're on a radio show and it's a music video, but you don't tend to worry about that too much.
No.
It's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah,
It gives you a nice idea straight off the bat, doesn't it? Like, oh, it's just different characters.
Yep, this is what's going to be happening the whole way through.
well, that's where the line comes when it get the picture, which I didn't
That's it,
say then.
Did you not?
I think everyone's supposed to say it. Only Simon does, but it works anyway.
Yeah. An actual Woman's Own from 1986, I think it was, or something, 87.
Yeah.
Purchased
got
off
off
of
of
eBay.
Yeah. I was quite impressed that someone was selling it. Just like, you must have been like, wow, people do want these.
It's kept really nicely as well.
Oh, yeah, it's like in between two old Frosties packets, which I actually think were probably worth more money than the Woman's Own was. I don't know where it is now, though.
Oh, what? That's a priceless.
It's probably
prop.
down the shed, isn't it? Oh,
Still say that set was just awesome.
I love this.
fantastic, yeah. I was funny enough, we were down there the other day and I found a bit of wallpaper and it was just like, love it. Just love seeing that, like bricks.
It was a great choice of brickwork. It really was as well.
Yeah, just with the little dots of graffiti.
Funny enough, though, I mean, as well, it was good brickwork, but it was kind of went with it because it was one of the cheaper options. But I think in that sense, it just gave the idea of just a normal bricks rather than something too flashy.
It was a bit grungy, wasn't
Like I
it?
say, it wasn't dark. It wasn't dark. It wasn't light. It was just perfect.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it's good.
Mm.
And obviously the graffiti, which I must admit, when you first said about it, start doing it, I was hesitant. I was like, graffiti,
You're gonna
it's
ruin it.
Yeah, it's gonna look shit, but actually just looked good. It was, and it wasn't. It wasn't overdone. It was just enough.
I think if you'd have had a massive, piece of artwork,
It was very good.
Yeah, subtle joke in the background there of NC for NE.
What is that?
I don't know who that would be.
Not a clue.
Can't think of anyone.
I can't think of anybody.
Maybe if people look in the credits, people with those initials.
It's worth having a look for.
Maybe it will happen in the future.
Well,
maybe it's already happening.
Oh,
I think so.
Behind our backs.
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
It was an interesting start. We're straight in there as the women.
Yes.
Zep did like to stand up and sit down.
What was that
time.
about? Why did
That was your
why-
change
It was
of
my
character,
way
wasn't
of changing.
Oh, okay.
I just sort of shifted and opened
just
my
sort of
legs.
moved forward.
So
or
it wasn't so much you were getting up; it's that you were sitting down in the scene.
Yeah.
A bit of both of them. I don't know. Already we're getting to one of our favourite lines.
Well, this
Which-
seems to be quoted to a ridiculous level, but it sounds nothing like it does in this.
No.
But doesn't mean it's any less enjoyable.
No.
Oh, there it is.
It's become very much elongated over,
Absolutely.
over the months.
And a throat killer.
Yeah. I do remember when we were first reading it through though, and you started doing a similar voice to this, and I just assumed we were all doing the same voice, and then we are all doing it. We're all doing this exactly the same. Oh yeah, come on in. It's just like, no, it's not this at all. Oh, okay. Funny to listen to though.
Yeah.
Until we read the script and actually find out what we're supposed to be
Yeah.
getting.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, we're just lads. Okay. Which was a shame because I enjoyed doing the voice.
The deep voice.
The
Yeah.
gravelly one. It was a bit of fun.
I remember you telling me you were jealous of that at the time.
It's one of them, yeah.
I was always jealous of your DJ voice.
Oh, I did enjoy that.
Well,
Although, on hearing it back, I kind of wish I'd given it a bit more.
how do you mean?
I don't know, I really think I could have... It's one of the things that I think it sounded better in my head.
Well, you could have gone a bit more over the top.
Just kind of a bit more... Marvelous Michael Bean! Just really get it in there. But,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's good.
Yeah. Right. I can remember when we first started using the lights, the LED lights, and you started getting these scenes, like as much as like this is like our first production using like proper coloured
Yeah.
lights and stuff. You do get a great sense of, you know, atmosphere. I'd say. From
Yeah, definitely. It brings a whole... If we'd have just had like white lights with a slight shade in it, I don't think we'd have had anywhere near as much
Yeah.
flavour, almost. It does, it gives it an ambience, it's nice. And it helped as well, but just with the change in scenes, because obviously there aren't any set changes really. It was nice that you're in the disco, you got the flashing lights. Outside, normal, you got that sort of the blue.
The blue.
The slight orange tint on it, wasn't it? And sort
Yeah.
of- yeah, no, it really did make a difference.
Give her a pump.
Up. Give her a pop.
One of the many lines that we didn't really fully make a lot of sense, but
We went there. Well, when we kind of grasp what it means, doesn't make it right.
no, yeah.
I knew straight away what it meant, but yeah, it wasn't.
Not really something you'd say. I'm going to go and give her a child.
You were a pop.
Impregnation.
I'm not sure what I was combing there, but never mind.
I quite like this little checklist scene. It's quite a...
It's definitely a classic scene of the play. I think.
Like the idea that we're all getting ready together in some weird fashion.
Weird kind of male bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
As
just-
males always do.
Absolutely. Perhaps they did in the 80s. You were alive in the 80s.
Only just.
Yeah. Only just.
Yeah.
In your dreams, sunshine.
What, were you not alive in the 80s?
Well, I was only just alive in the 80s.
I don't remember doing this in the 80s.
As you were too old for this.
This
This
was
was cutting edge.
no, this was the 70s for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't really look like I'm on a bus so much as just gyrating behind Zepp at that point.
Yeah, I was getting worried about the gyrations.
This bit here, the bit in the
Oh.
bar.
One of the most
I can
difficult
remember.
ones.
I think probably the dress rehearsal. We were like,
How many
we need to
times?
learn this.
How many times did we go through it? At least 20.
It was
Yeah.
good though because we blasted it out, didn't we? We just
And
stood
then-
there and
yeah,
just
and
kept
then
doing
we
it
had
until we
it.
got it right.
Yeah.
Start again. And it worked.
And the thing is, both nights, we absolutely nailed it.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
nail it.
Just one of those things. I think with bouncers specifically when rehearsing. I mean, for something like that, you screw it up. You could think, oh, let's stop and go again. But with bouncers, it's the kind of play where you've got to keep the energy and the flow
So
going.
paced, don't
If
it?
you
Yeah.
stop it too much
No.
for direction, it's gonna.
Got to keep the momentum.
Yeah.
Going, definitely.
So that's probably why we were a bit late learning that one.
Yeah.
I felt the necessity here to provide us with two different sized glasses as well. I don't think you needed it because looking at it, you can't tell what we're drinking out of.
I know.
And you were just a pint glass up and it was
I was
fine.
just pint glass every time.
But I always felt the need to change.
I
It's
thought-
like
yeah,
I think
sorry.
it almost messed me up. I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's
Yeah.
the whiskey.
Well, no, but the point is, during this one, I think Simon took my little one, and I had to reach across to get another one. I was like, it messed me completely up.
And you just watch it back and like, oh, you know we can see what we're drinking out of the top.
But it feels like a horror moment when you're on stage, and you watch it there, and you know, did something happen then? No,
Didn't
nothing.
even notice.
Right.
All right.
I love the fact we all jump. At the
It's
end.
one of these, it's one of those moments that we didn't, wasn't directed at all. We just
No,
sort of
just- you know-
organically
you know you gotta
came
do
from
it.
it, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Why we all jumped, I don't know.
No.
Because it's just not what you do, it really is.
Not really, no. It's
Nah.
those mega
If
flies.
anything, you just shake it and that's it.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, you do your zip up, obviously. I would hope.
Yeah.
Here we go, we're girls again.
All our own handbags.
Girls again. This is your first time as a girl.
No, I
No.
played the hairdresser. Oh no, as Elaine, playing Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Simon's.
Simon's
actually.
first time to go, yeah.
No, he comes in as a girl.
Does he?
Well,
Oh,
Yeah.
he does, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Well, that was
Might
like
pop
2
down
minutes
to
ago. We've already
Barbara's.
forgotten.
yeah, true.
Good memories there, guys. Good memories.
This play was last year, right?
Yeah.
It does seem like a long time ago.
It don't. It's a shame, really.
Yeah. Very enjoyable.
We have done another production since. So,
Yeah, I remember that at the time we were saying we'd like to try and do a few more productions of it, but
Yeah. Well, there was a possibility
It's a
of doing it
shame.
in the school.
yeah, it's a
but-
shame it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been easy to have done in some levels, obviously, because it
Mm.
involves it's very minimal set wise and all that. But
Mm.
I think it's just organising all that, and we all work.
Yeah.
So
It's the kind of thing, though. I'm genuinely gutted now that there isn't a sequel to Bouncers. Or
yeah,
like-
I would love to have done more of the same.
yeah.
Yeah, we
But-
should have words with what's his name?
God,
God.
yeah.
God.
Sort it out, son.
Bang another one out. Although there is features.
Is that any good?
Is that
which
his
is
as well?
which is supposed to be very good. Yeah.
Perhaps we should look into that.
Which I think is male and female
Oh, you see that involved, but have a look at that.
next year. It's on.
But back to Bouncers.
Yeah, this production. This is why we need Simon here as an anchor
To weigh us down.
to weigh us down.
Oh, it's a bit harsh calling him that already. I mean,
What?
Anchor.
oh, anchor.
Excellent.
Hearing, yeah.
Um,
Da 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 da.
It's one of those odd, rare moments where you become an inanimate object, which I never really understood.
And this is my interpretation of what a jukebox looks like.
I totally get it though.
Well, kind of, but at the same time, you know, what? Yeah, why your hand? I suppose that's the keypad, isn't it?
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
were pressing my fingers
Well,
anyway.
yeah, felt like I should
So
have done
you
with
got
that.
it. You weren't pressing anything else, were you?
Well,
There you
got
go.
it.
Oh,
But it's very odd that you become the jukebox.
that's quite
It never happens anywhere else.
No
that
one
I'm
becomes
black.
a chair or a table or
No, we
anything.
could have just used the counter or anything, but you know,
Very-
I don't-
Very
Am I-
physical theatre there.
Am I the only one who becomes an inanimate object then?
I think so.
yeah, literally, that's the only time someone becomes an inanimate object.
Okay.
Oh, tableau.
Ah, yes. Which was one of them things that I think come on very last minute. We suddenly realised it's like we can't just sort of meander off gently to ourselves. We need a stop.
Yeah.
Well, in
And
the,
then an
script,
exit,
the script does.
blackout.
The script does say it freezes.
Yeah, but we weren't doing it. were we?
No. The trouble is, we kept doing it without like the music cues.
Yeah,
and
we need the
things.
music and the
And
lighting,
you,
I think.
you definitely need the lights for the
Mm.
blackout. I think.
Well, obviously, that's one of the downfalls of directing it while you're up there.
Yeah.
You don't see these things from afar.
Exactly.
And you sort of realise, oh no, actually this is a bit sloppy.
Yeah.
I did like this music as well, though. It was haunting,
Yes.
Hmm.
With
and the lighting as well, brilliant.
you can almost feel cold.
I mean, it said like haunting music, like chilling music, which it worked for some reason.
Yeah.
But I never really understood it. I was never really like, well, why is this hauntingly chilling music? You know,
Who actually came up with the idea for this bit? The music.
it's in the script.
It's in the
Oh,
script.
I mean, the music.
Music.
It
I
says hauntingly
I
chilling.
think
music.
Simon sourced the music.
Yeah.
I did
To
it.
be honest, I wasn't going to have music, but we tried it with this, and it works. So
Yeah. Well, this is obviously our own sort of take on it, because in the script they all do exactly the same thing, don't they? They all come on, comb their hair, do something else. I mean, when we took it,
I
So
think
you did the
yeah.
grips.
Only Judd has actual directions, doesn't he? And then
and then
it's
everyone's
just
supposed to do the
the
same
other
thing.
bouncers do
I
a
think
similar.
it's better the way we've done it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
It's
all
slightly
individual. It's all individual, isn't it?
It gives you like a bit of their character sort of thing. Although,
Although I don't come on and do anything.
Yeah, that's right.
when
Why
I-
couldn't you come up with anything?
I don't know why I didn't do anything, but
Because you arrived late.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'm the sort of senior one, and I'm just thinking, what are these?
Well, you
guys
come straight on and
doing?
talk though, don't you? I mean, that was a lucky bonus that Simon is bald, obviously, and that joke
Yeah.
invented itself.
It
Yeah.
did, yeah.
And it got a good laugh. So.
yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't have worked otherwise.
It wouldn't have been as funny.
It's one of my favourite bits, though. This first bit that we did.
What, this whole scene?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
mean,
pacing on this scene is ridiculous.
it's just so slow, but it just works.
Yeah. But I do remember we had to slow it down. I'm sure we were doing it a lot faster.
We were doing it
sometimes.
much
We were.
faster.
We must take gaps in between each one.
But I remember when during rehearsals, I think Claire thought we were taking too long. It's like
And she
Some problems issues.
Right, we know.
I do like it though when it's just that straight on image, just the four of us stood there. It's quite imposing, isn't it?
the iconic image,
Yeah.
isn't it, of bouncers.
And obviously, and I mean, a lot of the time when you see them, all the bouncers they're in their perhaps dinner jackets and bow ties and all that. But I quite like the look we had in the end with just the black ties.
I think if we'd had as well, that would have looked just a bit too smart.
Yeah,
It's a bit more casual this way.
that's it. Yeah, exactly.
I think it gives a nice kind of contrast, sharpness that you would lose with a
Yeah,
jacket.
the white. That's it. You see,
exactly.
yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that like I fully wanted us to have jackets originally, but we kind of. I think you suggested, and I kind of agreed.
We did
with
the
you,
music
when
video in these, didn't we? Because we did that quite early on, and it was just
Yeah.
like, right, we'll do certain times. It's like, well, why
Why
change it? Let's just keep with that.
Yeah, I think the only thing I was worried about, because I did my GCSE like that, and my GCSE performance, I mean.
Right.
And when I'd watched that again, and I just reminded me of wearing my school uniform doing doing a performance.
I think there was a partly as well. It was a bit like if we're going to source dinner jackets and that, it's going to start costing money, and we were going for a cost-effective production as much as we could. Weren't we? And it was like, well, I don't think it's detracting from it, so we'll see how. And it worked. It was good.
I mean, yeah, like thinking about that, like the objectives, cost-effective, and like squeezing it in the time we had. Getting actors that wouldn't be needed on anything else. I think we kind of ticked all the boxes, really.
Definitely
got it done.
But they were all things that were. I mean, the cost thing was not. It was never a. We need to save money on this. It was just more of a. We can do this.
We could, yeah.
Just to sort of be like, we don't need to spend.
I mean, the set was never going to be expensive anyway, was it?
No.
Because it's like it's just a box.
I mean, in fairness, that's probably one of the most expensive things was the wallpaper.
Yeah. And that was cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it maybe like 30, 40 quid for the wallpaper.
But we didn't really pay for anything else, did we? Apart from the licence and the hiring hall.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else we had to pay for.
Mm.
Obviously, we paid for all the music.
Yes. No. Yes.
No Pillock, Thomas.
No Pillock.
Why?
It's not well.
Still not sure where that came from.
No, or who Thomas is.
Yeah, Thomas. It's just one of them random things they say. Still goes with the theory that
you kind of get the idea that Godwin wrote this after he'd had a couple.
Yeah.
It's late at night and he's just no Pillock, Thomas.
Yeah.
No, that's genius.
And he's just forgotten everyone's name.
Yeah, I just left it in there. It's like should have read this before I printed it.
The publisher's like, who's Thomas? It's a set.
It's Les's middle name.
It's a pseudonym.
Yeah.
Les Thomas, obviously.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's apparent to everyone.
Oh, Simon's wrecking it with his arms crossed.
Isn't it round here where I messed up on this Friday night? Or was it Saturday night?
I don't know what you mean. The video will show nothing like that.
This is true. I did jump
the video
queue.
is perfect.
Yeah, sorry, I did mess up.
No.
Christ! Sorry to all those listening, I just broke the house.
Not in a house, we're in a studio.
Sorry, I broke the studio.
In LA.
Yes.
We flew everyone over to record it.
They lost Simon's luggage, that's why he's not here.
That's why he's not here. He's trying to get it back at the airport.
He's in the luggage. I do like this bit though. Just one of them moments where it's just move together with that slight look.
Yeah.
Makes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Start to get insight into Simon's character.
Yeah.
As well there.
Which just goes into a deep, dark zone.
It really does. I mean, it's not really scripted quite as extreme as we perhaps portrayed it.
Yeah.
But I think it worked.
Yeah, I thought we did it well.
Yeah.
What was the influence for the voice you did? Because
My voice
you
changed.
you weren't doing it at the start, were you? But I think what you ended up on was a good. It sounds like Ralph to me, if you get.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, I don't know. Do you know? I can't even remember what I was doing at the start. I'd have to watch some of the video we were doing to see it, but it kind of settled into that because he wasn't. Out of all of them, he seemed to be the quieter one. Just a bit more of a, yeah, all right, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, loose. Yeah. You know, just sort of, but he's a bouncer, isn't he? So he's going to have that sort of to it.
Never trying to push himself as the front lead guy.
Yeah,
Or
he's just, you know, he's there and he's got his opinions, but he don't, you know. I don't know. It's just sort of, it's one of them ones. It formed itself almost. I didn't really.
I wasn't quite sure who I was trying to.
You're pretty much yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm always like that. Yeah.
But you didn't put much of a voice though, did you?
A little bit of a voice, but
Yeah, there's a slight.
It's just that talking right at the bottom of the throat, really, isn't it? Kind of years of hard inverted commas work.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, even while we're doing these scenes, and then going when I was doing the sort of monologues, the monologue voice was just a bit more calmer.
Yeah, that was a lot closer to
more,
you than
But that's coming up.
The name Lucian, by the way, in that scene was because when I wrote the credits, I wanted to list every character and Sepp's one didn't have a name.
I still don't think it needed to be said.
No, it did.
No, every time I was just like, oh, Luce, oh, this is happening then. Okay.
Yep.
Here's where the lights decided to start flashing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was nothing to do with the bread man.
No, surely not.
There was a bit on a Friday night when we were singing "She's a rag, shag a bag," and the lights just go out.
Why?
You know, and then we have a blackout, you know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, how many rehearsals could he make? Like one?
3 other gigs.
I think it was 2.5.
Yeah.
This scene's always quite fond in my memory because this is the one, I think you did it as well, that I did for my GCSEs.
Yeah.
And I was your character. And I always remember it that I wore a distinctly hideous pair of pants. Not boxers, pants. I actually sourced an old pair of pants and like Egyptian hieroglyphs on them and stuff. I was like, oh, that's fun. Just for this one, I was like all day wearing, I'm wearing pants. just to drop them for a B grade.
You should have lent them to me.
I'm sure I still have them. Mum's probably got them.
I particularly like that bit there where Ed goes into Shakespearean and leans forward and then leans back, waving his hand.
They can't see you doing this on the audio.
No, but I'm explaining it.
Right, okay.
No, I could hear it in the resonance of your voice.
Yeah.
It was good. Well, we're from, St Luke's, is it?
Right.
So, obviously it's Shakespeareanly taught.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You did you wrapped this bit up in a minute, didn't you? Quite a few notches for the final performance.
Yeah, but you told me I couldn't do because you'd break.
I thought I would, but I think it's just
You did well though.
knowing you're there.
It wasn't quite as wild there as it was in the rehearsal.
I think the final rehearsal was you just were massive, just screaming. I think that's what helped me, to be honest. I think you'd been as extreme as you could possibly get.
Oh yeah.
So it was just like, I'm used to it. It was good.
You look like a Martian there.
But it's great just to snap straight out of it.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a slightly different colour to everyone else. Why is that?
Avatar-ish there.
Yes.
But I mean, that's one of the nice compliments I do remember getting was that a few people said that after not long at all, really, you knew what characters we were.
Yes.
Just by our demeanour, we just changed it. It didn't need explaining. Even like, obviously, because we have handbags whenever we're women, but it was like, well, we didn't really need them.
Yeah.
You could tell who we were wearing.
Posture or a voice.
Well, I mean, generally when we were bouncers, it was always hands in pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I did go for that.
Or folded arms.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the idea that you're keeping your hands warm, aren't you, while you're outside?
Yeah, that was it. Just sort of.
And that's number 2 for Les.
Yes.
Now this is one of the iconic bits, isn't it? When you're pointing to the flats. Classic bit.
Is that this bit now?
It's coming up.
I believe it is.
It is coming up, yeah. I just thought it was great when we all huddled together like that.
Yeah. All with gormless looks on our face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the long silence, and then the.
Which really went down well, didn't it?
Lucky bastards.
Here he comes. Didn't even flinch. Look at that. Not listening to you.
No.
You've gone, mate, haven't you?
Yeah. You're
World of your own.
in the zone.
I'm into those lights.
We're not going to let him really say what he wants to say. It's constant interruptions.
What
Just
did
like,
you say?
But eventually, you come round.
Yeah.
yeah, we do. You entice us in with your.
Because
I
you
do.
persisted, you won.
Well, this is why, because we all want to talk about sex.
Yeah. Do love it. I mean, Judd.
Oh,
I mean, me.
yeah, well, nice work if you can get it.
Here we go.
But it does make for a good, like a promo shot of us, just the 4 of us stood up,
Yeah.
which worked quite well. This is just great. It's just like. Quite random chain of thought, really, that you've got going on there.
I remember whenever we were doing that bit, though, I would start actually thinking about what you were saying. It's like, all around the world.
No, I'm down on an allotment now.
Around the world. Yeah.
Growing vegetables and shagging.
And we recede into the background.
Yes, and I'm
5 minutes
stood there
of boredom.
thinking what you're all doing behind me.
Which
Like you were in rehearsals.
In fairness, we did mess around, yes. Although a lot of the time, we were actually discussing, like, the play.
Yeah, it was usually like the
But then it
first
was
break
like-
we had. We
Yeah.
go,
But I
this,
could
this is
hear
working
you.
well. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, actually, this is quite rude. So we carried
I
on.
think one of the only 2 times that I couldn't hear you was the 2 productions.
And then was it
Quite
very low?
unnerving in some ways.
Yeah.
Are you pleased with how they came out, the speeches? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, for me, they're
No, there's a bit of hesitance
pretty
there.
nailed on.
I remember actually standing in front of a mirror, going through each one
Yeah.
and looking at myself delivering it.
We're thinking, yeah, that's hot.
This guy.
Did you?
Is
go-
that the end of that
Did you
story?
go?
And thinking, when should I pause? How long should I pause for? And so on.
Yeah.
Worked it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mate,
wow.
I'm impressed by commitment.
It shows.
Yeah. No, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
I remember standing in front of a mirror.
So anyway, no, I'm glad you put that much.
I must admit that I was
Efforts
very
into it.
pleased that I didn't have to do these speeches that you had to do.
Oh yeah.
Hefty. I mean, we all had our own chunks, but these were by far the meatier ones.
Oh, definitely.
Just very singled out.
I remember when the script, when I was looking at the script and I was thinking, that's some big passage there.
And then you found out it was you.
And I just thought I'll go through it eventually and I'll get it all.
Yeah. To be fair, you knew the speeches quite early on, didn't you?
I did. I thought I'd get them out of the way first.
Well, I don't know if you're like me, but certainly big passages like that, although daunting, are often easier to learn.
Well,
Because you can
yeah.
just blast
Well, they have a
out.
logical.
I agree, but yeah, if you can, if there is a logical sequence to them, you can
Yeah.
try and remember that.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, which is perhaps why we struggled so much with that bar scene, because it's literally line.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so quick and snappy, isn't it?
Mm.
And we're back.
Oh yeah. But the speeches, and certainly the second one, is such a mood killer. In a good way. I mean, because you're riding, especially in the second act, and you're riding such a laughs off the other one, and then you can hear a pin drop, can't you?
Yeah,
During
it
the
does
other one.
straight away. It's great though. There's some very slightly racist undertones to it, which were always just a tad uncomfortable to do things to.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing though.
But it's the period of play.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever watch any of the old Only Fools and Horses episodes and stuff, they're always, doing slurs and stereotypes. But it's just what it was back then. It's not.
Yeah, well, this is it. Absolutely.
Indeed, it was.
As long as you're not doing it off stage.
Yeah,
definitely.
You're
Yeah.
rat shagging. You milked that line.
He actually leant forward to deliver it as
I
well.
remember me saying, give me a good pause. I was like, what are you going to do? It's like, oh, here he goes. It was good though, brilliant.
Were you actually rubbing you? You were at one point.
There's a slight rub.
No, that's what it means.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
The
good. It's really
suggestion
Oh,
of
here he is.
rubbage. Oh, the legend.
good. Marvel's Michael D, who made an appearance slightly in the latest production.
Cameo, doesn't he? In
Well,
the church show.
it's when DJ / game show / anybody with a microphone.
Present,
voice.
Yeah. So this is nice for me to see because doing this, obviously I'm just looking out and I always knew you were doing something to the side but could never really see it.
You never get
And
to see
although
it.
nothing extravagant, it just gave it that nice little bit of extra something to look at, which was good. I really enjoyed that.
I can see what you mean by doing it a bit, going over the top a bit more. With
Yeah,
the
I
voice.
perhaps could have just given it that extra bit, but
done a bit more of a rimmer voice.
look,
Do you want to dub it?
yeah, if that's all right. But it worked. It's just one of them things. It's always afterwards. You're always more critical of yourself.
Yeah. I just loved about he's American. When he's not speaking.
When
on
he's
the
not
mic,
speaking, he's American. That's because I couldn't seem to do the voice in a toned down way, and it just came out American. I was just like, I'll stick with this then.
Just flows, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's the problem, man?
With the American accent.
I like with the girls. Certainly, you keep getting little updates.
Why am I holding your hand
through
then?
the evening.
Why was I holding your hand?
That wasn't part of the
Oh,
script.
because you were in
I
the
didn't
spirit.
know what
You
direction
grabbed hold
that.
of me for
Oh,
support.
did I? Okay.
That's just because you grabbed my hand.
Was that a real bird?
It was sort of, but I couldn't. I was
It's
trying
hard
to
to fake
inhale.
it.
I was trying to inhale as much air as possible.
I can't make
what
myself burp, you see. I've never been able to.
Yeah.
But I could even faking a burp sounds quite hard.
Yeah.
It just sounds like throwing up.
No, I'm glad it was him that had to do it because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
Well,
It'd have to be a sound effect or something.
Glass of Coke would have been preferable.
Well. So this is Simon's little sort of
Yeah, this is his
speech,
moment.
his own
His
bit.
little bit.
Which it was always like hard to know how to react so much behind. But I mean, I suppose you don't need to worry about it too much because obviously the focus is on the person speaking.
Yeah.
So you're not really being watched.
No, we're just. Let's say we're just in
Kind of thing. You've been playing that character up until that point with the manners and stuff. You kind of get into the mindset of what would they do. I know I was kind of like instantly this person's pathetic.
Yeah.
So I've got no sympathy. But
I've always thought I'd just come across as quite
I
indifferent.
love your face.
That was a fantastic face. Wow.
That's how girls look.
You're right, actually, you're
What
right.
came over me? 2 days.
I do like your little reaction there, just to the 2 dates thing. And your stance is just is spot on.
That's what girls do!
I know, yeah, absolutely, but it's good. This is how girls dance, obviously.
Yeah. It's not how they danced in the 80s, though.
I always found this one of the most uncomfortable exits where we just have to sort of like
Well,
dance off.
It was just that, it was a weird transition, that one, because it's hard to gauge.
Wonder if perhaps we should have blacked it out ourselves,
Yeah,
but it's not in the script, is it?
No.
So it was kind of like, well, we'll just carry on. I know this is certainly Simon's favourite part, this bit was.
Yeah.
With all these different characters.
Mm.
Did quite enjoy it, but I just remember being quite exhausted after.
I was going to say, it was very energetic, wasn't it? And like I say, having to switch characters pretty quickly.
I was, again, jealous of this part. When these scenes were the bits when I read the script again for the first time in years, I thought, I'd love to put this on.
Yeah.
This would be so funny.
But in fairness, I mean, you know, your bits are just as funny because you just get these put downs, the constant like, it's just the no entry.
I know what Ed's saying as well. I mean, I would have loved to have done your parts there.
Yeah.
Especially with the voices as well, putting on the voices and everything. It just would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Whereas we had to just stay as bouncers.
Yeah, that's it, I suppose.
Straight.
Which is it's hard enough though when you're coming at us doing that ridiculous shuffle thing.
Which I've no idea what that is. No Liverpudlians I've seen ever do that.
No. And the puns when you're like chucking your hair in my face.
Let's give it as much as we can.
That character's name was Mark originally.
It was Mark. I thought I'd just change it to Mike, just so it wasn't my own name.
I always sometimes wondered if anyone got the punk bit with the hand on the top.
I think just with the voice, people probably who were out in the 80s probably would get it, but younger people perhaps not so much.
Yeah, just what are they doing? Look. Pretty sure I mess up.
Why?
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I mess up so he doesn't get to say.
Oh yeah. Nope.
My character seems to spend a lot of time just repeating someone else.
Here we go.
Not him.
Yeah, but again, that's like how I do straight away. You know, there's no flinching there. It's brilliant.
We're bouncers. We're not scared of anything.
No, this is true.
I love the way you say man.
One night I forgot to spit, didn't I? So he was just like left to just spit in my face really quite randomly.
Yeah.
Simon was just Vivian, wasn't he?
He did sort of become Vivian by the end, didn't he? Yeah. Aye, roughage.
It's another quote.
Yeah, and yes, Ashley.
Yes, Ashley.
We've got a friend called Ashley.
Who
We had no idea what we were talking about whenever
and we didn't realise.
Well, no.
That he thought we'd be talking about
yes,
Ashley. Yes, Ashley. What?
Oh, bless him.
Look at that transition.
I do love
Come
that whole
on.
change, how we go out of it and you go into it.
That's Hollywood. Tony
It's
Award.
brilliant. Tony Award.
This
walk is fantastic.
It's brilliant. I just love doing that one.
Oh, it's great.
It's almost like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
I
Walking
like
down
the
the
idea
street.
that this is you
Well,
guys.
I did it. I got the walk from Stir Crazy when they go into the jail.
I just.
And Richard Pryor's going along going like that. And
You've got
what's
to
his
see
name?
doing this.
What's his name? Just copies him, and the two of them are doing it together.
I just like to imagine that if this was actually happening, and two bouncers saw two people walking down the road doing that, you'd be like, "What is happening here?"
If they whispered to each
As soon
other
as-
first, then, but come on, yeah, let's go.
As soon as they get here, I'm going to club them.
Yeah, it's like wow.
We're already at the end of the first act. This is
We are, yeah. That's
very fast paced, isn't it?
it is, and it's.
Oh, the toilet scene.
The idea of what happens to you here, Mark.
The slip and fall.
There goes.
Seth knocked the sign off, but blames it on me every time.
Yeah. I was nowhere near you.
You hit the back one.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, there were times, like I say, I was just imagining him just lying.
Like a foot of urine.
Face down in it.
And that was the gurgling sound when he was on the
Quite horrific, really.
Yes.
But it was so vivid to me that I always didn't want to help you up or touch you.
Let it drown.
I don't want to be urinated.
Having said that, our shoes were covered in it.
Yeah. This is a bit of a slow burner, this joke that's
people
coming.
start to see what I'm doing, that bit, I mean, yeah. You can hear the chuckles, yeah. But it's great anyway, because we're all
just
stood
kept
there,
going as well.
all doing differently. Simon's got a very tiny willy, apparently. Just a general comment. I like the fact that you're basically all over the place. And there's always that guy that leans against the wall,
Yeah.
you see, like, it's like just those different stances. That's really good. It's a shame you don't really get graffiti in toilets, is there? There's nothing to read.
That's
Adverts.
true. We should put some in the hall.
I think you did put some up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But permanent.
Like, only on paper. No, it's not permanent. We didn't graffiti the hall.
On the Friday night, though, wasn't it? This just went on.
Yeah.
Just milked it and milked it. They wouldn't stop. It was mainly the women, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah.
It's when you notice those, the kind of laughter.
It's great.
Oh my god. The close up as well.
I was going to actually, obviously, take mine out for added balance. But I thought it might not go down really.
Might what go be too big?
Yeah.
What an answer though. It's mine.
Yeah. I don't think this bit. Sure we never actually did it how it was scripted, because I just remember just saying things at random points.
Yeah, it wasn't quite right, but we sort of got there in the end.
Yeah, it worked, but
Yeah.
because all my answers was very much explained. Look, it's just the sort of.
Yeah, I know. We just sort of went through it.
Yeah,
Sort of.
but like I say, it worked.
It was more or less the script, but not quite.
I like the idea that you wouldn't let me look at yours though. Where in reality,
I know.
it's quite commonplace.
Everyone's trying.
Let's face it, it is.
They turn around.
Turn around.
Look at that.
Transition. Just with the.
And
I mean, you have
everyone
to
knows
give the credit for the
already.
lighting there as well. He just timed it just
Yeah.
nicely, just to turn it.
It's just missing a bass drop, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's good because it's just that every now and then coming out of it, just to address the audience.
Yeah.
Just gives that breaking the fourth wall, which works quite nicely. Interval.
This is the interval.
This is a lot of black.
Well, originally, I wanted there to be a light show on
During
the curtain
Oh, did you?
during this bit. It's
Lasers.
like lasers.
Like the tournament
We
lasers.
had mirrors we could have
You
used.
could have used those
my
mirrors. That's what they're there for.
So what? Why didn't we have one then?
I think it was just because we didn't get Chris in until quite late on. It was just too much to, or at least it wasn't top of my priorities.
Oh, right, okay. That's fine. I mean,
I love shuffling behind here. Behind the curtain, shuffling to this music.
Had
It's
a bit
great.
of that. It was good. G up for the second act actually.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I also like you had that bit there with the curtains. It's quite an interesting. Just an opener. It's a good start.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget Simon.
It's hard not to. It's kind of scarred.
Oh, again, slightly worryingly, this was his own idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fairly certainly he had the stockings already.
We came up with this late one night when we were talking about it, and we were just like, yeah, you could do that, couldn't you? And he came to like the next rehearsal, which was like the next day with them, which makes me think either he went out that night and bought them, or
He already
I'm
had them.
going to lie what to think.
It did get the hugest
But no,
screen, always,
it's-
didn't it?
Now this one, on one of the nights,
Figures.
the the microphone started cutting out, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
And funnily enough, I mean, it bothered me doing it. I was just thinking, oh great, it's cutting out. And someone actually said to me, oh, I thought it was part of it because that's often what happened when we were at discos. That it just keep cutting in and out.
I like it.
Yeah, and it was just like,
yes.
Oh right, I was.
You should.
It actually was meant to happen.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's planned.
But I gave it a good whack and it sorted out.
I love this character.
Yeah.
It's when you keep saying, "Hey man."
Well, yeah, you weren't exactly. What nationality were you? You're a bit American yourself, weren't you?
I don't know why I went into an American accent.
I think it's probably because I was for some reason.
Yeah,
Well, you say Nebworth as well.
Nebworth. Nebworth.
Right.
Suddenly become a jellyfish.
Never really sure I understood that. As if it's like he's saying something that I just don't understand. I don't know. What is it?
No, but I like Perry Como.
No, I like Perry Como.
Yeah, but what?
I should just
No idea.
back chat, innit?
I always feel like there's a hidden joke there that I don't.
No, well, maybe
that
it's
I'm
on a
missing.
Godber level.
I think
Yeah,
we're all missing it. If
sort of
there
like-
is, we're all missing it.
Why Perry Como?
I don't know.
Quite random to choose.
Maybe we should put some thought into it.
Yeah.
I'll look it up in a minute.
Let's stop the commentary.
Yeah, Google. Trademark. So now obviously Simon is supposed to be out with us and then he comes in doing his trousers up.
Yeah. Which,
And that gets laughs.
yeah. Which again, I didn't notice until watching the video back.
That he was actually doing
That he
that.
was doing that, yeah.
Well, that's what he always said, didn't he? That it would be he'd come on, put them up so that he'd be well aware that he hasn't taken them off at all.
Yeah.
He's still wearing them, which did obviously work quite nicely. The video shot.
It's one of my favourite bits. No.
Brilliant bit.
It was only while doing this I discovered I can't do a Scottish accent loud. I always felt it was a bit quiet.
Loud enough. It's fine. But I mean, again, this is why did it just went Scottish and it works so well.
Yeah.
It does.
I think it's one of them things that it's so many characters you wanna make them so different.
Yeah.
You just go for those extreme
sometimes you
accents.
do it for yourself.
Exactly.
Just
And
to,
yeah, if you
yeah.
like an accent.
Yeah, you just want to use any distinct accent that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean logically for yourself. So like when you know this character's up, you know you've got to go a whole way of changing.
Right. Yeah.
voice
I suppose
be that
it changes your demeanour, doesn't it, as well?
Because I know early on in rehearsals, like when we'd swap being the lads and the bouncers, sometimes I'd still be talking as a lad while we were bouncers without
I've got
consciously thinking
similarly.
that.
Which is perhaps again why the bouncer voice went the way it did.
It could be, yeah.
Just to differentiate it more, sort of drop it down, and then
Just
those lads, which were it was just essentially normal, just slightly Cockney, really.
Yeah.
And that sort of just, I
Maybe
think they all sort of went that way.
the IQ lowers.
Yeah,
slightly.
that's it, yeah. I think
This-
perhaps the audience's
just-
favourite scene.
This scene is just seems to have gone down in history now as
Oh,
an all-time classic already.
isn't it?
I think disturbing for both mine and your families, though.
I think so.
I know so.
You think licking the nipples was a bit too much?
Possibly. I'm not sure if me standing behind you ready to thrust
Yeah.
was what broke it for my mother.
It's that thing though that you read it on the page and you know it's funny,
Yeah.
but when we did it
Mm.
and the reaction, the audience stuff, we're just like, crap! I did
Yeah.
not.
I
See it going
genuinely
down
didn't
this
expect a
way.
reaction like
Yeah.
this.
No, I didn't.
Which is great. I'm so glad we did it this way because obviously originally you wanted to film this as
Oh,
well,
of course,
didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Which would have been a very interesting way of doing it because you were going to put heads on different bodies and stuff.
Yeah,
stuff. That would have been very funny.
Film an actual woman and then go up to the head.
I think you would have certainly lost.
Oh, there you go. There's
the bit in a minute with the reverse.
Oh yeah.
Which is obviously just comedy in itself.
The reverse is absolute classic. But I think the funniest bit is you walking back, shuffling. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really. Just some random walk, modified version of what I did to start with. It's great. I mean, you clearly know the audience all has a dirty mind because they know what's happening before we do.
Exactly.
You know. Not sure what I'm doing here.
Moisturising your
Getting ready to go. Getting mopping the drool up. Just everything's sped up for some reason. Well, it is in reverse, but it's just like. Oh dear.
Bombing?
Yeah, it's great.
That was classic.
Very enjoyable. Very
Yeah.
fun to do.
And this was that moment where you kind of like, I want to get on with the scene, really,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Yeah.
Well,
Back into character
Yeah.
after that, when they're still screaming.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? But isn't this when it's almost straight into a speech?
yeah, I mean, there's still kind of a level of laughter
Yeah.
going on at the moment, but then it goes into speech and it's like, boom, change.
It's again another one of
Oh,
those
yes.
lines.
Keep talking.
It's really restrained on this.
Yeah. I really thought you'd give it a little bit more in the performance.
Keep talking.
Go on, keep talking. But
It's hard when you're that excited
Yeah,
to then
yeah.
bring it down.
and it is like you said,
This is
it's just instantly just boom.
Yeah, it's quite a
This is a really
horrible circumstance.
solemn,
yeah.
hard-hitting monologue, isn't it, as well?
And you see again, this in the script. This has the other characters acting it out.
Yeah,
in the
that's
background,
right.
doesn't
Is it
it?
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
supposed to be all the characters that you mentioned.
Which would definitely would
But-
so much lessen the impact of it.
It
Oh
would.
yeah.
Which is perhaps why you put it in there, though.
Maybe it is.
You know, to have it's like a powerful speech, but keep it on a lighter edge.
Mm.
But I don't like. Well, this goes to show you definitely didn't need it.
I like knocking the audience for
Absolutely,
six,
it's
kind of-
up and then straight down again.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Because it's
really
not
good.
like you're not going to be up again.
No,
Straight
No,
afterwards.
exactly. Yeah, you know it's gonna
In,
change.
in all fairness, I don't think I'd have wanted to have acted out this scene because it's basically about a girl getting molested. Quite
Yeah.
awful. How would you have done it?
And it's one of those things that when you do consider, in the script it does say you have to do this, and you imagine it, and you kind of think, well, one of us has to do that, and I don't know if I really
logistically.
want to be feeding each other's leg up.
As well,
Yeah.
the way the monologue goes, it looks like him as a bouncer was into it as well. Was into seeing this girl get
Enjoying
molested.
what you,
Yeah.
And he was enjoying it until
But
Get
feeling
to
bad
the
about it at
end.
the same time, sort of thing. He
Yeah.
knows he shouldn't be.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
His
But he's-
morals are in the right place. in
They
the
are,
end.
yeah. They're, you know,
Indeed.
they take a while to kick in, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know. Brilliant as well. I mean, great pacing.
Hmm. Good
Is this a mirror job as well, wasn't it?
always
Oh, yeah.
all of them were.
You know, two. The third
No,
one.
there is a third
Every
one.
time I'm so powerful, all I was thinking of you guys behind me. I'm
So powerful.
You bastards.
But that's because in rehearsals, you did it a lot more animatedly almost. I'm so powerful.
I didn't realise.
Then when you did the final speech, it was really quite.
Tone down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, you know. It made rehearsals fun.
Nice.
You know. Yeah, good fun at rehearsals. When people weren't in moods.
A slow fade out.
Yeah, but
Beautiful.
even it wasn't until the last few rehearsals when we had a few more people actually sitting there watching it as well that we started getting the laughs as well.
Yeah.
Stuff starts
It's,
making sense.
yeah.
and
It
coming
did,
together.
didn't
at
it?
that
It
point.
started to really
kind of going off in your gut that stuff's funny.
Yeah, you know where it's going to be funny, and
One of these, another one of these random jokes that was sort of
that's a good random joke.
Well, it's good, but then the follow-up, it's handy though, Eric.
Yeah, that bit I don't understand.
No, is it in Eagle's voice? Is it his normal voice? It makes literally no sense.
No explanation.
No.
In the script.
But at the same time, we wouldn't let Simon not say it.
No.
It's like, oh, you're saying it.
There's a lot of lines we would not let Simon not say.
Yeah,
like pole it and
pole it, yeah. Oh, of course, that's coming up as well. Yeah, absolutely. Real forced laughter. I like it. Oh, yeah. And then instantly straight in. I like it how you sort of stood and just sort of slowly went and fell into the character almost there. It's quality. All right, Dan. Yep. I'm awesome.
Gonna have to start critiquing your performance soon. So.
No, I was pretty good.
I really like Spandau Ballet. Yeah.
It's good to know. Thanks for that. In years to come, I'll remember that.
No, particularly in this scene, I just like how you're straight in that kind of late moments of a nightclub where it's dying and
got that feel, hasn't it?
Even here, I practiced this walk. I practiced that walk.
Perhaps could use it more.
It was a drunken flash walk.
It's very good. Very good.
Are we saying it's kind of like the one from earlier, but with a few more drinks?
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it. I like the idea you're not deterred by just,
the fact that you're drunk.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
That abuse as well. You're fat.
Yeah.
You're ugly.
Straight over me.
He's a man who knows what he wants.
Yeah, he's got it.
And obviously you have gone for the sexiest girl.
Damn right.
Hey, that's what the script says. I'm not saying it just because it's me.
I saw what I wanted and I went for
sexy.
it.
Yeah, man.
Got it. Determined.
Sexy Susie.
And so did Simon.
Pole it!
See, I mean, that's... Did he throw that line a bit too much because he didn't like it? I don't know.
Maybe.
It could have been more of a pole it!
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what it should have been. Can we dub that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What obviously you don't know here is that I'm actually whispering sweet nothings to Zep the whole time.
Yeah, and I am actually getting a hard on.
Yeah. In fairness, you hated this bit, didn't you?
Yes,
I hate
so much.
It was oddly uncomfortable, but I don't think it bothered me anywhere near as much as it did you.
It was quite awkward. Quite awkward.
Although, you did manage to get your pantomime-esque grab my arse and then not be able to grab it part in there, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that on the video? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't think
I got my own back.
It was on the Saturday night, wasn't it? Or was that the Friday night? I can't remember.
Yeah, because you forgot it. No, you didn't actually. I don't think you said the line at all, did you?
Not on the Friday night.
Just cut it.
No, because I
wanted to say afterwards.
I wanted to cut it in, but I couldn't because of the music.
Oh
With
yeah.
the jump.
It's good though.
It's still wrong. 4 men doing this on stage.
Well,
don't you think?
We're only dancing. There's no need.
Are we only dancing?
Well, I did thrust up to you on the Saturday night.
Did you?
Well, you
Did you?
Every
Yes,
time
you
grab my
did.
arse, I'm gonna make you even more uncomfortable than you already are.
Thought I was dancing with Nick, for God's sake.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know when
know
you've
it,
done something. 9 months later.
But it's great to. It's still a great visual, isn't it? Just
It is.
ridiculousness of it.
The
It's
uncomfortableness of it is worth it for the payoff.
And this is where I try and... I'm going in for the kiss. I'm going in for the kiss.
What would you have done if he'd have gone the
Gone
rest of
the
the
other,
way?
gone the 100%.
Yeah.
Moreover, is that how you normally look when you're attempting to kiss people?
Always.
Because wow. It's just-
I know. That's why I'm so irresistible.
oh, I see. That's probably what it is.
By that face there.
A moment
Yeah.
of lust. I'll punch soon then.
And this is like the next couple of minutes are just like
Just goes
really off the
insane,
charts,
yeah.
just random.
The thing, can you imagine some girlie being that wicked?
I mean, again,
don't want to,
this
I'm
bit you
scared
see
of that.
in the script, you have no really idea who is who and who's doing what.
It just falls so brilliantly that it really does. In slow-mo.
I mean, and you think that's weird enough, and then there's like
Oh,
almost
yeah.
straight away they just go absolutely nuts.
And you always used to forget about it until it was the moment
Yeah,
we had
it's
to
just
do
like,
it and be like, oh God, I've got to...
And I genuinely never
Looney
really
Tunes.
saw like why it happens. I mean, I know they obviously get angry.
I
Why do we all go crazy?
I know, but it was like some strange thing you'd do at college, wasn't it? This
Well,
bit here.
maybe I never do
When
this.
they go crazy.
But it's like instead of having a fight, we all just go temporarily insane.
Yeah.
Which is, and it's
Why? Why do you do that?
I mean, I don't know. I genuinely had no idea what to
Were
do.
you trying to eat that chair?
I was just throwing it about. I was like, I'm just gonna
Headbutting
wreck the place.
Headbutt in the side of the
Well,
face.
because I was just like, what? I don't really understand what we're doing here.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, you watch it back now visually, as much as I still don't understand it, I'm kind of like, it's pretty funny.
Oh, it looks good, yeah. But the audience must be sitting there going, what?
Have I missed a line
Yeah,
or something?
I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah,
Your third speech, which is
Very short.
the
Yes.
best of them all. really.
Cut
did
short.
you do that in front of the mirror?
Cut short in my prop. No.
Oh,
Oh, it's a shame. I thought you were going to do some kind of
oh, he's back.
movie performance.
Marvelous Michael D.
Did you just get handed a piece of paper?
I did just
I believe he did.
one of your favourite lines.
I love that line. It's just the way you say it. So I don't know.
Piece of paper. You see, it was only fortunate that because of all the running about and all that, just right before this scene, obviously being of a larger disposition, I'm quite out of breath by this
yeah,
point. So it gives me a natural sort of
breathless kind
been
of.
handed a piece of paper, and I'm dying.
You're a love doctor.
I always remember at this point in rehearsals was where my mind used to be like, I have no idea where I'm at.
But other people are saying lines, and
Yeah.
we're going in a direction.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
thing.
that used to happen quite a lot
Yeah.
to me.
It just sort of, but it was always at that sort of
It
point.
was no, I agree. It was always this point, and through these lines, I'm not quite sure how we tended to get through them as well.
No,
I just knew that someone had to say something, and then I was in,
Yeah, as long as we all know.
and then I'd wait for my next cue, and if I didn't get it, we'd be bugging.
Oh yeah, because if any one of us suddenly got stuck, I don't think any one of us could have picked it up.
No, not at this point, no.
If anything, I think we relied on Simon a lot here, didn't we?
Yeah,
But through some of these bits.
He did pick it up very early on.
he learnt the script very early, didn't he?
Yeah.
I did like that bit a second ago that we just saw though, actually, when we're shouting at the people and you shout a pig and then we all react backwards. That literally that was not like a directed bit we thought about. Just all seemed to start doing it all of a
Yeah.
sudden, and it just worked really well. The timing was there without even thinking about it.
By the way, you're dancing with your woman, Mark. It's like she's got her legs around your waist.
Yeah.
And you just clutch
Are
over
you
her arms.
holding your...
Well, I was supposed to be grabbing her ass, but there's only when I realised that I've got a massive gut in the front of me that it was like this was the thinnest woman. But I didn't know why. I don't tend to slow dance with women that much, so I was like, what about my hands on her ass? That's
Oh, it worked.
This bit as well. I'd be lost if Simon didn't just come in and do that.
yeah.
All I know is I've got to get really aggressive.
Yeah. I knew the lines once someone had done something
Yeah.
or said something, but Ooh, you were aggressive,
Another,
weren't you?
another weird bit though, obviously, with Simon goes off, becomes his character, but you're still talking to the other character.
Yeah.
It's a bit like,
It's
what?
crazy.
I mean, so we probably could have changed it about a little bit, but you felt like you shouldn't. I don't know why. It's just like, let's keep it as it is.
Yeah, well,
The audience would
a
get
lot
it.
of the stuff, like when I first read it again, I was like, I'll change this, probably take this scene out and do all that. And to be honest, quite faithful now to what Godber probably wanted.
Absolutely.
But,
Yeah.
well, I say that, he probably watched this and go, what? But,
I think he'd enjoy it. I don't know.
Did
I
we
want him to
ever
see it.
consider mailing it to him? Or
Sure,
Would
gets
he
it all
wanna
the
watch
time,
it?
doesn't he? I'm going to say.
would he want to watch it?
no,
That's the
bounces
thing. How many
again.
has he seen?
A favourite of quite a few people, I believe. The what nationality were you?
I think I was Greek.
Greek. Okay.
okay.
No, I don't think I was. I
Some
was
sort of Eastern European.
I
Yeah,
thought Turkish. But yeah.
yeah, Turkish, yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I do remember the first time you did this at rehearsals, and I was dying.
Yeah.
Where is this coming from? It works just so well.
I think it was Simon. It was kind of like, is he going to do that on the night? And I was like, I hope so.
Oh, God, I hope so. I distinctly remember, sad as this is, that at this point I'm always quite excited because I get to eat a bread roll. and I'm like starving at this point, and I'm just, bread roll. Sweet.
Refreshments on stage.
It was just like, I wolf mine down. It doesn't last long at all.
The only reason I kept going about the only reason I kept doing it and going like that was because Lauren was pissing herself at the back that time.
It was
She
brilliant.
thought it was hilarious.
And the audience were loving it.
I think it's because, as bad as it is, everyone's known that
Yeah.
person making the kebabs or whatever.
And here, I'm just extremely drunk.
Yeah. I feel, looking at this, we look genuinely cold.
It's good.
But good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks. But this bit still rings true in these days. I think if you're waiting for a taxi and you are just sort of standing there, and you're always eating food late at night, and
Yeah. Sort of wavering,
talking shit.
wondering where you're going to have a piss.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never knew how to deliver this line.
Especially not with a mouthful of food.
But see, I've nearly eaten my roll already.
Well
I was hungry. I've worked up an appetite.
When you say that bit and you got one hand in your pocket, you look kind of like a crooner. Like,
Hey.
snuggling up to her sunburned body.
Was that you just threw something?
Yeah, I threw my ball away. I've eaten mine already.
And now you're looking at Simon.
I'm hungry, mate. Give me that food.
Do you want that? You're going to finish that?
He doesn't, because he didn't finish all of his. I'm well aware.
Oh, Ed's done.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, you need a wee here, and I need a wee right now.
Wow, what
So
are the
that's
chances of that?
I know.
Ironic.
Yes.
Really does go full circle.
Oh, yeah. I do like that slide. That's the J do. Hey, we're off. Oh, no. That's good. See, times don't change.
No. Oh,
I remember when we did this with real change for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we actually had a bit of money, didn't we?
And Ed grabbed my hand and change just went out of my hand.
Sorry. I was drunk, all right.
Yeah.
Drunk with power.
Real
I
action.
don't know if you do it here though. I don't know if you grab my hand and do it. But I remember thinking I'm going to put my hand around it.
Look.
There you go, look!
Brilliant.
Shut me hand! I know too well that I'll lose my money. I'll lose me 37p.
Taxi bit's always a very funny bit.
I love the
Very
taxi
quick
bit.
bit.
But I didn't expect it to be applauded.
No.
Once it was done.
No, I know.
Because originally you wanted me to actually throw up, didn't you?
Yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
As, could have been quite visually fun, but
I don't think it would have gone down.
If you
well,
put in that, you probably have to put other stuff
problem.
in that you don't need.
Yeah. And I
The
just
range of faces you go through. It's immense.
I just think it would have, for me personally, would have spoilt it if Simon just had it all over him for the rest
The
of it.
rest of the
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because did you see it done in one you'd seen before?
Yeah, I saw a production. Yeah. It's kind of the shock value of it, just seeing liquid go on someone.
Someone actually did that.
Yeah, I mean, not actually throw up.
No, but I mean, I know what you mean. It's,
yeah, a bit of applause there, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end of the night, lights are up fully. First time you really get to see everyone.
Yeah.
I want to see the filth.
Tell me about it. Oh, I mean, yeah.
I don't know why I felt the need to sniff them.
Yeah.
It just felt like the thing to
heard
do.
the odd.
I don't know why I felt the need to pay you to take
Well,
them. Not me, Judd. I did not.
That's the character. I just sniffed them because apparently that's what I do.
Yeah. Ralph sniffs.
He likes to sniff.
I don't think I would.
No?
I would have done it when I got home.
I sniff my fingers afterwards.
Do you know what? With my eyesight, I would never have seen that all the way across the stage. It's the only fact that I knew it was there because I put it there.
Excellent. Did it move on one of the nights?
It sort of went under a bit.
Yeah. Hang on. What was it for under it?
I just left the whole damn thing. Left the whole DJ disc.
Perhaps that was the whole thing. You weren't really lucky. You just planted these mugs
Yeah.
just to make out like you was the guy with the name Lucky
Still
Eric.
coming out now. Oh, classic.
Classic
Oh,
jokes.
chestnut.
Classic stuff. I like how we've all slowly made our way to the front of the stage for the
In
what's coming up.
preparation. Don't think it's as extreme as that in the script.
No, yeah. Let's please. You're easily pleased.
First 3 hours.
Yeah, that's great. The impression it's a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Constantly having to
It goes
encourage
on
it.
maybe 9 hours.
Yeah. And then this, of course, leads us to the grand finale.
Oh yes, which went down very well. Which we had a special rehearsal session with Lauren Chimes.
We did.
Orange.
One evening, we managed
Which
to
that
this.
was a fun evening. That was.
It was a fun evening, but I do remember thinking to myself, how many moves? Play another one?
Yeah.
It was. We were doing it. I remember.
was
And then,
just
but then you actually
one-
think about it. It's like it's not that long at all.
No.
No, it's not.
But it just seemed like I know what you mean. It seemed like it was going on for ages.
As soon as you start getting muscle memory to go with the music, yeah. Because we took the poster pictures that night as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think the thing is, none of us are doing it the same.
No.
We don't want
It's
to be
all-
completely perfect.
It's
do we?
roughly there, but when you look at each person individually, we're just all quite different
Yeah.
to the other one.
Like I say, it's just over in seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
saw
when we
It
went
someone
seemed
on.
like it for ages when we were
I
doing
watched
it.
some on YouTube where obviously people have done it before, and I think our one's good in terms of execution. I'm not saying in quality of dancing, but
None of us are dancers.
Yeah.
I think we're all freely admit that right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not exactly light on my feet, so it's, you know.
and I think it was just me and Zepp who didn't know the words to this rap on the night.
Pretty much.
Something
I
like
was
at the
okay.
end because we had to change
Yeah,
it.
I was
to fit.
okay the first bit, it was the second bit.
It's only because you and Simon kept like
Well, 'cause
playing
I-
tennis with the
Yeah,
lines.
because we was trying to make it so it fit, and we were all doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not singing.
I just
you're
moved my
singing
mouth.
that,
I just
yeah.
went.
Never realised that.
I knew
It's,
this
uh,
bit.
Yeah, it's just it was literally because again it's one of those Godless things where he'd written this rap, and the other one as well. But it never really fit with anything. I mean, even it obviously said, you could use this beat, but you couldn't.
No.
Because it was a bit all over the shop, which is why that's the only thing we did really amend with the songs.
Yeah. And then there's your faux ending, which you told me you didn't like in the end, didn't you?
No, I didn't like it. No. I must admit, I didn't.
Did you not?
Should have told me, man.
No, you wanted doing, and I was happy to do it. I personally just didn't feel it needed it myself.
No,
but that's different people's interpretation, isn't it?
The walk down always makes me laugh. I don't know. Yeah, because we all kind of do these little things.
But you do your little sort of dancey.
Pretending I'm a member of Wham.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. It's like when you come, it's just like, what is this? Hop on a jump.
Still in character.
It's fantastic. What is that little wave?
I don't know. It's pathetic.
It's
isn't
very. It's very borderline.
It's very Wham.
It always seemed very presidential when I was doing it.
Bye. And now we have the credits.
These are the credits.
You haven't seen the credits before, have you?
No.
Not that they're anything special. I just like the massive picture.
You spelled Frizzelle wrong every time. I tell him, and he just.
I know.
keeps doing it.
I think he'd know.
Look how many characters you play, Zed.
Ooh, dear God. I
Little freak.
don't play most characters though. There's
Spelt Jeffrey's wrong. It's a great list of characters.
Oh, we all do play quite a few actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all play roughly the same amount, don't we?
No, I play more.
Oh, what shot.
Yeah.
Director, Edward Frizzelle.
Producer, Mark Sheppard.
Dancers.
Lauren John.
Look.
Sophie.
Just put female dancers and then still include Nick's name.
Yeah, good idea. I'll amend it.
Chris Brehinan,
Brehuni.
Lauren Kimes.
The
All these people, thanks to all these people, obviously,
Yeah.
thanks for all your help. Nick Endicott, honorary bouncer, because he was our stand-in whenever we needed someone,
Yeah.
Indeed.
and among other things.
And I got put off every time he did it.
It always.
It was like a wasted evening. It really was.
Yeah, but it was better than doing nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, I
wasn't
suppose. Yeah.
Just line learning.
Set construction, Zep Tocco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really think you did that much. But
Yeah, the tool.
whatever.
I put the paper up.
You did.
With my stapler.
I really
My
put it
dad
out. Special
stapler.
thanks guys, thanks all of you people.
Cheers.
Fantastic.
Cheers, guys.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What a
Everyone.
great
It was
production.
wonderful. Well done, guys.
Oh, what's this?
We'll see
It's
you.
rubbish.
We'll see you on the teachers' commentary.
See on the flip flop. Yeah.
What
Keep
is
it
that?
real.
What is that?
That's my company. Anyway, bye.
Oh, Milano.
Good to see you.
Bye. Thanks for listening. If you did, if you didn't, I hate your guts.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Rachel.
Simon says something. I thought it was going to cut then.
No,
That failed
it's not.
miserably.
Bye. That's it. It's actually.